very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Shifts by him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Cousins throw complete there to Johnson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now Cousins on 4th down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. He's going to take this one down inside the 45. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit. Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and throw for it here. Open here, Adam Thielen. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. 51 yards. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The leg work there getting him the 1st. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs, 28 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Cook again. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Strong. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. That fourth down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again. Strong, flushed out right. He'll dump. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Out to his left. That's complete to Dobbs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Kirschman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Strong. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. 3rd down here.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
On 1st down, Strong. And complete, right side to Cook.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Joseph's got it.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers rolling to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either.
And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Taken at the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And some room to roam now. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. An inside give to Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The give is to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. They'll run it with Jones.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Strong.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Strong. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On 2nd down, Cook. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Strong. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Off the play fake. Strong.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Back to throw. Strong on the move to his left. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds here. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
They'll run for it with Cook. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs them up for another 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Rodgers throwing here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
On second down, it's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. To throw is Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete. It's Cook.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Back to throw.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He's back to throw.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they take a knee.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Green Bay, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans.